Good morning, everyone, and thank you so much for joining me. My name is Thomas Hyman, and I'm the founder and CEO of Realty Partners. And today is a very special edition of our Friday morning Go Team meeting. I'm broadcasting this on all of my Facebook pages as well as on our YouTube channel. And today really is all about residual income. If you want to ask questions, comment, please post them. I will do my best to get to them. And I will also check back later and respond to all of them. But thank you so much for joining me. And without further ado, I would like to share my screen here with you. I have a couple of slides prepared that are going to, I think, be quite helpful in understanding the nature of residual income and how we specifically are able to provide not one, not two, but actually 5 different passive income streams for you if you choose so. So let me go ahead and open this up here. You all should see my screen right now. This here is one of my most favorite quotes of all time by Warren Buffett. And you really want to think about this. If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you're going to work until you die. End of story. And life expectancy of people is obviously increasing significantly. So people live longer. And so how are you going to finance your quote unquote retirement into your 80s, 90s, 100, or however long you're going to live? Do you really want to be working? And if you're in the real estate industry, do you want to be selling real estate into your 70s or 80s? And for most of you, the answer is probably no. To me, a pivotal moment was the annual membership meeting of the local association, where they have the Emeritus Awards handed out, which are given to people that have been a realtor for 40 years, 40. So you have to be at least 58 years old to qualify. If you become a realtor at age 18, obviously most become a realtor later. So these people, God bless their soul, were in their 70s and 80s, still working as a realtor. And I hallucinate not because they just loved so much that they couldn't think of doing anything else, but in many cases because they just had to. So the value of residual income is something that is probably one of the most understood items. How much residual income do you need to replace your current income? And financial planners use the 5% rule. So as a rule of thumb, you need to have 20 times your annual income put aside in order to be able to retire, in order to be able to draw a passive income. So if you're making right now $5,000 a month, you want to replace that, you would need to have $1.2 million invested in order to draw that. If you're making 10,000, that's $2.5 million. If you're making 20,000 or 25,000 right now, that'll be over $5 million. And so frankly, it's a lot more challenging for someone that's very successful to create that financial residual income stream than someone that's just getting by, because you could possibly continue to get by on your average $1,600 of Social Security. But we obviously want to do a lot better than that, and you deserve to do a lot better than that. So Realty Partners has created 5 different residual income streams that are totally unique to our industry. The first one is corporate profit sharing. Realty Partners is not a franchise organization, so we're not talking about profit sharing in your local office. We're talking about profit sharing in the entire enterprise. On top of that, equity ownership in the entire enterprise, to also include title and lending. So profit sharing is not just on the brokerage, but also once you become a partner and co-owner, on title and lending and other residual income streams. So this is on the entire organization, wherever we're doing business. Right now, we're doing business throughout the state of Florida. Later this year, we're going to expand nationally. And so you're going to get those benefits from wherever Realty Partners is operating. Our structure is very unique as a partnership. I'm going to go over that in a minute. So this has never been done before, ever, in this industry. The third thing is monthly residual direct shares from referrals. So when you refer an agent to Realty Partners, whatever they generate for the company, the company commission split, you get paid 10% on that. We have virtual team residual binary income. This is a revenue share that's paid out weekly, and then we have virtual team bonuses. So before I go into these income categories, I just want you to understand how Realty Partners is structured. We have a holding company called Realty Partners International. It's an LLC. It's taxed as a partnership, and it owns the operating entities of Realty Partners. So it owns the brokerage Realty Partners LLC. It owns Cloud Title, which is our title company. It owns, it will own, lending and other things. We're right now in the process of working to get mortgage online, and these are all wholly owned entities. So these are not some JV where we partner with someone and have a, where we get 25 or 30% on some transaction. These are wholly owned entities of Realty Partners International. And up here at Realty Partners International is where the ownership and partnership takes place. There are 5 owners or shareholder groups in Realty Partners International. Our agents and associates own the first 4. So we have associate, junior partner, senior partner together. That adds up to 55%. So our agents and associates own the majority of the company. 45% is owned by Realty Partners Holdings, Inc. This is the entity that at some point, my goal is to take public. And I've started other companies that ended up going public. So this is the long-term goal for Realty Partners Holdings, RPHI, as we call it internally. And our agents and associates actually own almost half of RPHI as well, because we had a founding stock grant for the first 100 agents, and we have a very significant stock option plan for agents. So our agents receive stock options when they have their first closing, when they have additional closings, when they bring someone on, when they cap out, etc. So it's our goal is to really have our agents tied into RPHI as well. So how do you become an owner? How does the profit sharing work? So there are 2 levels. There's the profit sharing on the brokerage, and then there's the equity ownership in the holding company, which has additional profit sharing for title and lending. And it's merit-based. So to become an associate, you need to generate $7,500 for the company per year, you and your personal group. And then you qualify as an associate. You immediately qualify for associate profit sharing on the broker's earnings. And once you've qualified 2 years in a row, you can become a member and become an owner in the holding company and share in 5% of the ownership and profits of the holding company. Junior partner has 10% profit share in the brokerage and 10% ownership in the holding company. To qualify, you need $30,000 generated for the company. That's company commission splits you and your personal group, which is basically you and anyone you personally refer to the company. Or you can get there yourself if you just do $6 million a year in production. Partner is 15%. You need $6,000 in volume or personal production of 12 million. Senior partner is they own 25%. You need $150,000 in volume, so that'd be you referring about 12 to 15 agents. Or you can do it yourself with a personal production of 30 million. Now, personal production means the production accredited to you in the MLS. So if you're a team leader and you get credit for all the volume done by your team, then you could qualify as a senior partner easily by hitting that $30 million in volume. So it's your personal production volume that drives the qualifier. So you don't have to recruit a single person to get all the way up to senior partner. But a lot of agents share the wealth. The way Realty Partners grows by agents telling agents. So your personal group is you plus all agents you personally refer. And again, once you qualify for profit sharing 2 years in a row, you become a member. You have the opportunity to become a member, and you vest as a member once you've qualified 5 times. Doesn't have to be in a row. Or once you've been with the company as a realtor agent for 10 years after your qualification. So there are 2 ways to fully vest at the ownership level. So let's talk about profit from title and very soon to be lending. This is a first time for the real estate industry. Agents cannot benefit from title and lending unless they own the title company. And unless you have a mega team, it doesn't make sense for you to start your own title company. So with Realty Partners, we don't have some screwy, sham business arrangement where you get a percentage in the title company. Realty Partners is structured from ground up as a holding company that is structured as a partnership, very much like a law firm or an accounting firm or a consulting firm. Based on merit, you can become a partner. And once you become a partner and you're a bona fide owner in the holding company, now you can profit from Cloud Title and other subsidiaries in the company. And it has nothing to do with you referring business to Cloud Title. I mean, you could qualify for membership and just decide to, I'm going to retire. I'm just going to park my license to remain active so I can vest ultimately, but I don't do anything. I don't do any transactions. I don't recruit anyone. I don't send any transactions to anyone, but you're now a co-owner and a member. And as such, you share in the profits of everything that holding company owns, and that includes Cloud Title. That will include lending, insurance, and other things very, very soon. We have a 1-year fast track to membership this year. So if you reach any volume-based qualifier in 2021, you can fast track to membership. So if you were to join the company and do 12 million in business between now and December 31st, you can be a partner. So it's a 1-year qualifier as opposed to a 2-year qualifier. And once you qualify for membership, you obviously also now qualify for shares in the earnings of Cloud Title and lending. I can tell you that title and lending is much, much more profitable than the real estate brokerage. So these are significant profit drivers. All right, we covered the profit sharing and the equity ownership. Number 3, we have direct shares from referrals. So if you do choose to send someone to Realty Partners, if you refer someone, we're going to pay you 2 things. Number 1, you get a one-time bonus of up to $1,000 based on that referral's productivity. So when you invite someone to join Realty Partners, if they are, a new agent that does $1 million, $2 million in business, then your signing bonus will be less than if it is an agent that does 3 million plus. But you receive a one-time instant signing bonus that is paid once that agent joins. And then on top of that, you get monthly residual income. So anytime that agent has a closing, whatever they pay to the company in commission splits, you get paid 10%. So because our cap is $18,000, you can make up to $1,800 a year for each personal referral. There's no limit as to the number of personal referrals, and there's no income cap. And right now we have a 5-year vesting program on this, but I can tell you right now that we are going to change that. So within the next couple of months, we're going to announce a change that is going to be 3 years plus 1 day vesting on both the direct shares and the binary revenue sharing I'm going to get to next. So only qualifier here, you have to be an associate in good standing, and you obviously got to refer at least 1 person to be able to get paid. And like I said, we're going to change this 5-year vesting in the next month, 2 months tops, to 3 years plus a day. And when that happens, obviously we'll update the documents. Now, 4 is virtual teams, our residual binary income. This is truly a 7-figure income potential. We use a binary revenue sharing plan that pays out residual income down to infinity. So rather than having a 5, 6, 7 level matrix, you get paid on those levels, people that you sponsor and that they sponsor and that they sponsor. With our binary plan, there is no limit to the number of levels. We have agents right now that get paid on 25, 35 levels. And it's a binary plan where all you really have to do is recruit 2 people to qualify. So, you don't have to get 5 or 10 or 15 or 20 or 30 or 40 or 50. I mean, if you want to do that, obviously you're welcome to do that, and it's going to grow your business faster, but it's not a requirement to get paid. So the requirement is you have 2 active associates, and you start making money. And once you're at a junior partner above, you get a leadership bonus of 10% on your personal referrals revenue share. So if you have a personal recruit and they make $1,000 on the revenue shares, you get paid $100. So it adds up. So in a binary group, you never have both sides being the same. So you only have 2 people front line, and anyone else goes below that to the very bottom of the right and left-hand side. You can decide where they go. But you're going to find that, one side might be 60% of the total volume and the other side might be 40% of the total volume. So every Monday morning, the software will match what's the total volume on your left team all the way down to infinity. What's the total volume in your right team, all the way to infinity, and then it's going to match. If you got 10,000 on one side and 30,000 on the other side, we can only match 10,000. So 10% of 10,000 would be $1,000 paid out, and then the unused 20,000 that is left over carries forward to the next week. And instead of deciding that you need to recruit X people in order to get paid on so many levels, we have a weekly income cap based on your revenue sharing, on your profit sharing rank. So if you're an associate, you can make up to $2,500 a week. What does that mean? If you have a big organization because people below you are sponsoring like crazy and you could have made 10,000, but you're not a junior partner, you're an associate, you only get 2,500, the rest stays with the company. If you are a junior partner, again, you can make up to $5,000 per week. If you could have made 10, well, you get paid 5 and the other 5 stays with the company. So this is a motivator for people to grow and move through the ranks from associate to junior partner to senior partner. And as I showed you, there are 2 ways to climb the ranks. One is by personal production. You get all the way to senior partner based on personal production. Or the other way is through recruiting your personal group volume. So obviously the more agents you refer to the company, the more personal group volume you will have to get to partner, senior partner. And again, to qualify, you just need to have 1 active associate on the right side and left side that you've been referred. Last but not least, number 5, we have our virtual team bonuses. So we're looking for leaders. We're rewarding leadership. We're rewarding people that are helping others to succeed. And so we have achievement ranks within the virtual team or virtual brokerage program. And it starts as a team leader. When you have 2 personally sponsored realtor agents, you get a $500 team leader bonus. It goes through promoter, then executive. When you have 5 personally sponsored team leaders, you become an executive. You get to drive a Mercedes-Benz for free. Then we have star executive, director, national director, ambassador. So as we fast forward, let's say the company has 10,000, 15,000, 20,000 or more associates, there will be national directors and ambassadors. And at this point, 1% of revenue will be paid into a national director and a ambassador bonus pool. And national directors get 1 share in the national director bonus pool. Ambassadors receive 1 share each in the national director bonus pool and the ambassador bonus pool. So this is going to be a long-term, very, very significant reward for the top leaders that help grow our company. To give you an idea, even with just $10,000 average revenue per agent, we can do a lot better than that. But even at that, if you have 10,000 agents, that's $100 million in volume. So that would be $1 million paid into each of these bonus pools. So again, these are the 5 residual income streams that we offer our agents. And if you are an agent of Realty Partners right now, first of all, I want to congratulate you and thank you for being part of the family, so to speak. If you're looking at Realty Partners for the very first time, please obviously get with the person that referred you, and feel free to private message me as well. I'll be happy to answer any questions. If somebody else referred you and you private message me, that person will still get credit for introducing you to Realty Partners. But we want to be able to answer your questions. This really is a mission of passion to me to, I built a very successful business in the real estate industry, and I realized that real estate agents really don't own anything. Even when you do 200-300 transactions a year, you're only as good as your last sale. And so how can we change that? And so I modeled other industries, again, law firms, consulting firms, accounting firms, and I created a business concept that is partnership driven, where you can become a partner and co-owner in the firm, and where you now also have the ability to profit from title and lending and insurance and other profit centers, which is so important. If you look at any successful independent real estate company, they have an in-house title company or mortgage company. If they're small, it might be a joint venture. If they're bigger, it's in-house. But guess what? the guy or gal that owns that real estate company owns that title company. You as an agent cannot get anything of value. I mean, they can't even give you a cup of coffee for sending them a deal. The only way that you can benefit is if you are an equity owner. So, ask your broker and say, hey, I'm generating a lot of business. I would like to become a partner in your title company. Can you make me a partner? Can I buy in? Can I, and see what they say. My hallucination is that this is not something that is going to be available for you. So again, residual income is the name of the game. In the short term, a smaller amount of residual income is going to flatten the curve of that feast and famine that you have in real estate, where you have a couple of months with lots of closings and then you have 3 months of nothing. So having a residual monthly and weekly income stream will help flatten that curve. But the ultimate goal, the big goal really is for you at some point to be able to retire if you choose to, to replace your current income stream through passive income. And you can do that with Realty Partners as you qualify for partnership. When you get to partner, senior partner, to those levels, these are the positions that give you the opportunity to make that happen. And even if you don't, look at the income from title and lending, most people don't appreciate how profitable those business streams are. And again, 55% of that is paid out to our agent partners. Just on the revenue sharing side, the binary program, you cap out at $25,000 per week. So you do the math. You need to have about 1,200 agents on each side to get to that level. But Realty Partners is a young company, and without a doubt, there will be many people that will achieve that. And again, we are paying down infinite levels. So this is not something that gets cut off at 6 or 7 months like so many other companies. All right. I want to be respectful of your time. I wanted to share this, and I'm broadcasting this again on YouTube, on Facebook, in my private Go Team Facebook group. Please look for the Go Team Business Builders group on Facebook if you're interested in learning more. And if you have any questions right now, feel free to post them here, and I'll be happy to answer them. We have actually, I'm just seeing here on Facebook, 3 of our leaders, Rick Markison, senior partner, and Tanya and Susan, both partners with Realty Partners. Good morning, and thank you for joining. So yeah, reach out to us if you have any questions. I know there are a lot of people watching right now, and again, I appreciate the time that you take. I'm just going to hang out here for a couple of minutes to see if anyone has any questions. And if you do, just please post them and I will answer them. And if you're watching the replay, I'm going to circle back later to answer those questions. And if you are interested in learning more, then please private message me directly in confidence. It's strictly confidential. You can go to our website, joinrealtypartners.com. And find a lot of information there as well, including a presentation video. And during business hours, you can do a live chat session with our corporate team that will be happy to answer your questions. And Susan is asking, will we be able to share this video? Yes, I'm going to make that video available on the binary group in Workplace. And I will post something there, today or tomorrow on how to get to that. All right, everyone, thank you so much for taking the time. I really, really appreciate it. Have an amazing Friday. Have an amazing weekend ahead. And no matter what you do, please remember this quote. And I'm going to pop it back up here because it's so important. I can't stress it enough. If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. Just let that sink in and ask yourself, what can I do right now to make money while I sleep? Rental properties are a great opportunity, but how many rentals do you need to have in order to place your income? What else can you do to make money while you sleep? Passive income is the name of the game. And for the vast majority of Americans, Social Security is a disaster. It's outrageous. I mean, you can't rent a one-bedroom apartment and pay your grocery bills with what you get from Social Security. So just really give this some serious thought. And Realty Partners is one of several companies that offers passive income streams, but we're the only company that has 5 passive income streams, and that gives you the opportunity to actually be a partner and a co-owner and profit from title and lending in a partnership model where the earnings are being paid out. So this is not a corporation where you have some shares and maybe if all the stars align, the company might pay out a 5-cent dividend down the road. This is a completely different business model. So again, thank you so much for taking the time. Have a fantastic day, and I look forward to chatting with you. If you have any questions, please reach out. My name is Thomas Hyman, and I'll talk to you next time.